Greetings, fellow members of the King's Court. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, King of Louisville, Episode 41, Outpost Preparation. I should take those rotten potatoes to the composter. Suggest that as a goal next time we have a vote. I could absolutely fill up my compost bin with rotted potatoes from Perfect Potato, but it would take me a long time. Generally, the rule of thumb is, if it takes me just a second or two, I'll do it, even if it's not assigned. But if it takes me longer than a second or two, by meaning like an in-game hour, it will have to be its own standalone goal that people vote on. Because otherwise, a goal like that would require a day, I think. Me, like, unpacking potatoes and moving them and all that stuff. I can also check the traps while I'm up here and then check the quality of the lighting that I installed. So let's do the lighting check. That's over here. I don't know if these are on. Oh, it says turn off. Yeah, okay, they must be on. I think it will be more obvious when I'm closer to the gate. And safety railings or an outpost in the fenced area are tied. Anyone want to be a tiebreaker for me? I have caught nothing. I obviously need a light over here. Unless we like pooping in the dark. For some reason it does not let me plumb up the bathtub either. But I've spent the amount of time that I've allotted on that, so we'll call it as work in progress, somewhat incomplete. Just leave it at that. And then the last thing I wanted to do is check in on the external lighting to see if I've actually satisfied that goal. Oh yeah, it's lit. Yeah, it's definitely a significant difference. Much, much, much better. For urban environments, mouse traps and bird traps are better? They are. Well, that wasn't voted on. Generator is 100. Perfect. But y'all thought I forgot. I didn't. One other thing. It's random trash. Let's clean it up. I'm so glad that you can pick up random trash. Actually tidy things up. So, safety railings and outpost fenced area have still tied. Heads is going to be safety railings. Tails is going to be fenced outpost. And we have got tails. So I'm headed down to the chain link fenced area to add a little bit of an outpost. I don't know what that means, if I'm honest. I don't know what an outpost there would even look like, because there's not much need for one, but okay, got it. I'll take granola bars today. How's my weight? 80 and stable? Outpost. All right, let me brainstorm this for a second, so I can figure out how to satisfy this goal. So I think ideally, if we're down there, we need ways to escape the area that are safe from the prison fences. So that's the State Police Center and prison. So that might look like 2 stairwells, maybe. Yeah, so it's going to be a storage container, a bed, a radio, and 2 stairwells. With some food, with some canned goods. That's what I'm going to consider an outpost. So there's some sort of survivability if I'm stuck over there. Ideally, like another generator, but I don't have one. So maybe I find that first. So build, set up an outpost in the fenced area near prison. So the first thing I need for that is probably just wood for building. That's going to be hard to source. I think instead of cutting down trees, I'll just break things down in the neighborhood. In the perfect potato, I'll just use those crates instead. So the idea is to build a bridge, or not a bridge, a stairwell up to the rooftop of the prison to set up like a little sleeping outpost that has some food, some water. Maybe I'll also move a water cooler up there. Some food, some water, a radio. Yeah, just a bed to sleep. Just sort of the basics that we need for survival. And ideally, like, also a generator would be nice so that I could illuminate the area. And put that on the rooftop there. So if, so it's a fallback point if I'm ever in the area and I'm sort of marooned. I could just take the cot, but the cot's actually serving a different purpose. So kind of like where the cot is. But there's other cots that I could grab from the neighboring building. The ready prep. God, these potato sacks look gross. So I suspect I'm going to need something like 35 planks of wood, which is kind of a lot, in order to build the staircase that I need to secure the area. So I think this is going to take a few days. And I might regret not just cutting down trees for it. I can always change my mind, but breaking things down like this will level up my carpentry, whereas cutting down trees doesn't at the same rate. Sawing planks will level up your carpentry, but I think it's more of a net positive by just like breaking things down like this. That's satisfying. Just a little love tap to the head. So for those that voted for this, why? I don't necessarily think it's a bad project, but I'm just sort of curious why it was popular. Safety, security. Things to do, areas to expand to. Closer to coffee? Yeah, but I could just go to coffee, right? I don't require an outpost down there. In fact, if anything, the outpost just slows me down because it makes noise in the area and draws more zombies in on me, making it even harder to get coffee because I'm gathering a horde as I construct, because construction is not a net neutral sound. I don't know what the real life equivalent to like 7 carpentry would be, but I would wager that 7 carpentry is like pretty good carpenter. So the amount of planks that I'm getting off of this disassembly is really disheartening. Anti-stress gun therapy? Yeah, but I already have the Louis project for that. I'm already well set up with a gun range and a zombie-proof, a truly zombie-proof gun area, because technically speaking, the fenced-in area over there could be compromised if I got particularly bad luck, whereas the ready prep gun range is zombie-proof entirely. There's no situation outside of me sledging the wrong wall that's ever going to make me vulnerable in that spot. Who do I hear? Nope, I didn't hear you. I don't think. Fairly certain it was a female voice. Okay. Maybe it was you. You think level 7 is just a journeyman carpenter? Even if it was, I think someone that barely knows how to use a hammer could break down a crate into usable wood at a higher ratio than our King of Louisville here, who's every like 3 crates he gets 1 wood. I think like even the Hulk could get a better ratio than Louis here. and the Hawk would just like Hawk smash his way into the crates. And even then, by laws of average, I think the Hawk would get more wood. Just a guess. You can sludge the floor under the windows to make it more zombie-proof? Yeah, I could. Certainly, because the vulnerability spot to the fenced-in area is a second-story window. I could, with a sledgehammer, secure it. I'm just saying that it, by default, it's actually not a secure area, but it can be secured. Whereas most, compared to most bottom floor, like ground floor Z levels, can never get secured. So it is relatively unique in that it is ultimately securable. Because most ground floor stuff is never. So that part's cool. I can only think of a few other areas in all of the map that fit the bill. It's about time for me to turn in. I can't see anything anymore. Do you think these crates are just too rotted? Is that the do you think that's the canon reason why I'm not getting good yield? Is it just soggy wood or termite eaten wood or something like that? All I know is whatever the reason is, it's sad that I have to break down an entire room full of pallets and crates in order to get a handful of planks. Yeah, it's probably all the rotted potatoes in there. Oops. You were a zombie. Well, I have most of the wood that I want, just not all of it. Huh. Made him a crawler. I done crippled you. As a guard at a warehouse, you'd say that's your headcanon reason? Yeah, I can get behind that. That's fair. Still sad that it's a ton of manual labor for not a lot of yield. It did give me a ton of carpentry, though. Jeez. That's way more carpentry than I thought I would have. Like a third of the way to 8. Thought it would be a tiny sliver. So a few more boards. At the bare minimum, I think it would be 35 planks for the 2 stairwells. The stairwells are 4 wide or 5 wide? I forget. It's been a while since I checked in on the plants. I'm going to check for diseases. We have mildew on the 3rd potato. And mildew on the 3rd carrot. Farming level's flying up as well. Don't have a ton of mildew spray, so I might need to make some more. Treat problem. Can't. Oh, it wasn't that one? Wait, what? No, it was that one. Yeah, I don't have enough mildew spray. Okay, that's cured. Oh, wow, this is 23 mildew. There goes my mildew spray I just made. Alright, we're all cured. We're back to good. I'm just gonna leave the gate open. It's a bit easier. The other thing is, I might be running out of perfect potato wood to shred. So I might need to go to a some other location. I also had mentioned that I wanted to get a generator for the outpost. So I'll probably need to go to the self-storage yard to my north to look for a generator. Okay, yeah, it's out of boxes. There's some countertops and the like, but probably not too many boxes left. Ooh, a jar. Wasn't there boxes in another room? I've gotten pretty much all the boxes everywhere at this point. I can take another look. I might not even need it because it seems like I'm getting enough boxes off of the random furniture here, or enough planks rather. I think there's a few more boxes, and there's some other office equipment that I could grab. That's 33. Oh, no, it's more than that. It's 36, because I have planks in my backpack. With that known, it is time for me to look for a generator. So I think I have the planks I need for the stairwells. So what I'm planning on doing is grabbing the sledgehammer so I can break into the storage yard without having to slam forever. And we'll go up to the storage yard and see if there's any left. Because I've gone through a lot of the storage yard. So I might not have more generators to find up there, and I might have to go somewhere else. We will see. Okay, yeah. I was just double checking I grabbed the sledge. I had a sinking feeling like I meant to and never did. Might be some zombies up this way too. It's still part of my home chunk, but they do migrate, so yeah, there's a few. Nothing too concerning. Hey, Luke, welcome to your first stream. Thanks for making the effort to tune in for the first time. But you're too tired to stay up, I understand. I don't get nearly as much sleep as I'd want, so I can fully sympathize. Is this a rain-only run? I know, right? It feels like this run, I'm just in perpetual rain. It's so strange. Oh, there's the bulls I was been after for a long time. Most of the storage containers that are outdoors, the larger ones, I think I've gone through. All but like these two, I think. But the inside might have generators that I haven't uncovered. Oh, well, there is one. There it is. They placed a 40-kilo generator on a plastic chair. Let's see if I can get another one. I wouldn't mind having two. I wouldn't mind having a spare back home. That's something I've wanted for a long time. So while I'm here with the sledgehammer, with the carry weight for another generator, might as well search for it. We can't hold 40 kilos. How can it hold Louis? A human bottom is probably a little less stressful because it's more conforming to a plastic chair than a generator. You're welcome to test my theory in real life, but I'm gonna guess that that in real life, those dinky little plastic chairs do not handle more bowls. Do not handle a generator as nicely as it handles a human, because they're designed for human bottoms. And also, yeah, I've broken them too. They're not exactly the pinnacle of sturdy. Oh, another crowbar. That's always a nice find. That's weird. You don't usually see a storage container that has two doors. That's a really... Wait. Let me look at the map. What is that storage container? It's like a storage hallway. Oh, here's another generator. God, that was easy. I had a feeling that there'd be generators here. I didn't know for certain, but... Oh, we even have dumbbells. Yeah, let me take the dumbbell. And... I don't think I'm going to have the carry weight for the fitness contraption and the generator, but... no, Louis says yes. I'm over my encumbrance, but the game seems to be okay with that. I've exceeded my 50. Lift with your legs, not your back. Well, that was a pretty good run. I can't even eat. That's how encumbered I am. Once you find one, the spawn rate triples. You know, generators are so easy to find, especially given that there's a lot of guaranteed generator spawns in Zomboid, that, like, it's not an item that I ever feel like is a super high, scarce or high priority or anything like that. The magazine, yeah, it's a whole different matter. But the generator itself, very, very easy to find. Most self-storage places will have multiples. Oh, no. I do not want to fight you right now. Because I have no carry weight whatsoever. Bye. I can have a little home gym. Maybe I'll put that next to the bathroom. It's a fitness contraption. And the dumbbell. I've said this before, and I'll say it again, just to be repetitive, but trying to bulk up in Zomboid is so nearly impossible. Don't bother. Just start with high strength and high endurance. Save yourself the, like, year it would take to build that up. Unless you're using mods. So the generator I have hooked up downstairs, I'm going to want to fuel up. There's no point in taking it to the outpost empty. But now we have a backup generator on the roof that is 90% fueled. So I can switch which one's on. That way I never lose power. It's kind of nice. I don't need the sledgehammer anymore. I should do something about that zombie that's going to start damaging things. Where are you? There you are. So instead of fueling up the generator off my gas cans, I'll just fuel it up at the gas station. So I got the generator. I got the gas cans. I'll put that in my inventory. The other problem that I'm going to have is I intended to add I can have a cod on me, but But I intended to bring some food as well. Some canned goods. What I don't have, however, is a spare can opener. I only have the one. So if I bring canned goods, I need to bring, like, tuna and sardines. You know, canned goods that I can open up without a can opener. I realize how stupid that sounds, but, I mean, that's just the world they live in. Or chips. Maybe I'll just bring bags of chips. That'll work. 16 chips. Why not? So, chips, generator, cot. Let me go get the cot. And then I also might want, like, a box of nails, because I'm going to go through some nails building the thing. I don't have a spare radio, though. Oh, you know what I could try to do? Let me try to build a radio from scratch. Instead of go find one. No. Apparently, I can't. So, scrap that idea. No radio. I could bring the tent kit. Yeah, maybe a tent kit would be better because it will be exposed to the elements. Then a cot. Not that the tent looks waterproof. It's made out of a tarp, though. So we got the tent kit, the generator, and box of nails, and we'll go. And I don't really need to wait for it to be mild out. Late at night's fine, because hypothetically I should be able to sleep there too. So, I'm off. $4 p.m. Set up an outpost and suggest goals. So if you would like, use shadow points to suggest ideas for me to work on next. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't drive this way. Take the sledge to remove the floor in front of the window? Nah, that's not my goal. My goal wasn't to make it safe, it was to build it. Removing the floor in front of the window would take a lot longer, and I wouldn't be able to do it tonight anyway, because I would need to clear an entire police building. So it's not reasonable for me to do at 4 p.m., whatever time it ends up being. It's out of scope. Helps to have a weapon out. Well, look at all you guys. No grabbing me. Really? You're gonna get panicked? Guess there is kind of a lot of them. It's like 20 zombies or something. And really, Drowsy, just sit in. Game, you're a jerk. A big, fat jerk. Just checking how many spare vitamins. So I have 1 spare bottle of vitamins. Okay. I can take this crowd with the vitamins I have then. Provided it doesn't grow. I'm also grouping them up in like a really unideal death ball. Come on, get some crits, dude. Maybe I can get them to spread out by hitting some of these trees. No, they passed right through those trees like it would nothing. No touchy. When they're death ball like this, it's really hard to like hit one and then not be vulnerable to all the others, ruining your ability to like chain attacks. That's why weapons like garden forks or guns are useful. But if I shot guns, I would just end up with more zombies to kill. There we go. Some of them are attacking the windows. Like one. But yeah, they're starting to thin out. Wow, you got really lost. I'm a shepherd of lost zombies. Oh, more planks. You know what? Well, maybe I'll pick them up. Zinlin, thank you for the resub. The other thing I just realized is the empty gas cans that I have are going to encumber me further once I fill them up. But oh well. How much did you miss? 4 hours? Technically correct. So this generator is now 100%. The cans of gas I have on me, I'll just leave here because I don't actually have the space to fill them and bring them with me. So this will just be like cans to fill up later once I have the capacity to do it. Oh, one thing that I didn't grab, which I meant to, was a water cooler. So the Outpost won't have water, which isn't great, but I have no ability to carry water at the moment. I'll be too encumbered. And I think I'm actually going to do this project tomorrow morning, because being drowsy isn't great. Because then if there's a fight to be had once I arrive, I won't be able to actually win. Was there a machete over there? I'll be back over that way soon enough. The office buildings that I pass on the drive there have a lot of water coolers, but I don't really have a place to put it because the car is so full up. I could pull things from the car, like a jack and that kind of stuff, but I don't want to do that. That sounds worse. I'm just trying to think of something to do tonight to pass the time before tomorrow's task. Some meaningful stuff to work on. Maybe I'll top up my beta blockers and vitamins. Seems like I'm actually kind of out of vitamins. Unless I'm putting them somewhere else. I don't really see any. So I have... Don't have too many. Bottle and a quarter. It's not ideal. Yeah, that looks like it. Not seeing any others around here. One thing I could do as a weapon to use while I'm down there is a spiked baseball bat. Let's make one of those. Does slightly more damage than a crowbar. It breaks like crazy. But as I arrive, I might need to clear out some groups. So it's a pretty effective weapon for quick crowd control. Nice. And maybe do a really early AM, really early morning AM trip down there. Are there sturdier spears? You can attach weapons to spears in order to make them a little bit more durable. And then level them up and they become more durable and raise your maintenance skill to make them more durable. But I wouldn't rely upon the durability of spears, given that I don't have really any skill in spears. That and my character is a long blunt. He has a long blunt skill, so I level up faster in long blunt than other weapons. Oh, there's a zombie inside. How did you get in? Oh, you broke the gate. That's freaking rude. It's particularly annoying because you can't just replace the half of the gate that broke. You have to replace the whole gate. Oh, there's more of them. Splat. Well, shucks. I am not going to fix that right now because I have a different task that I'm working on. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, King of Louisville, which originally streamed live on Twitch March 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you at next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombies layers,